Welcome to my IB Music HL Contemporary Music Maker. I'm going to introduce the process and details of my CMM. Due to my passion for rock bands, my rationale for the Contemporary Music Maker is to use this opportunity to perform like a live rock band, and therefore have performed the CMM in my school's talent show. What I envision to do with my CMM project is to ultimately compose and perform a 4-part song that is all associated with one storyline. I myself am an electric guitar player. My role in this project is the composer, researcher, producer, and performer. I performed with 3 other collaborators from my school, a drummer, a bass player, and a singer. The drummer also contributed in the composition and production process of the song as well. A challenge I faced was that I was unable to recruit a few more performers like I had originally planned, such as a keyboard player or an extra guitar player, which is why I had to resort to using a backing track to fill those roles. The advantage of this is that I am able to add any extra instruments that I need for the song. Additionally, these instruments are played perfectly and would remove the risk of making mistakes. However, a disadvantage of this is that we're relying on a pre-recorded track instead of authentically only using our instruments, making the music less natural. And finally, since it is a pre-recorded audio, we would have to follow the backing track to perform the song instead of allowing the drummer to control the flow of the song. Ultimately, the backing track was an essential factor in our performance. According to the timeline of the project, we started by testing out our instruments and composing the song. After arranging the songs and finishing our plan, we recorded our instruments and produced each section of the song. Then after finalizing the songs, we then rehearsed a lot until we were used to playing the song naturally to prepare for the actual performance. The composition process was one of the main challenges we faced in this project. I've never had any experience with musical compositions, and I had difficulty making up catchy melodies without having them sound like already existing songs. To solve this, me and the drummer recorded a number of melody lines off the top of our heads with my phone. After countless random recordings, we would then put them together after listening to them. This is one of the draft audio. And this is what we transitioned it into. As you can see, certain short phrases were picked out from our draft audios to create the final product, which is now the melody of one of the sections, titled Lost. The production process, on the other hand, was one of the processes in which we had the upper hand in. I was able to receive advice from a friend's father, who is a music producer, on how to properly record our instruments and mix our audio tracks. Additionally, we were also able to borrow his recording studio to record our instruments as well, which is why I believe that the production process was a success for us. Finally, the rehearsal process. We were able to book different rooms in our school at different times to practice the song. However, there was another challenge for us. The collaborators were often quite busy, and I was using up their time for my own project, so it was difficult to set up rehearsals for us to practice the song. A disadvantage of this is that we did not know whether every collaborator was able to perform the song we prepared. For example, during the first rehearsal, our singer could not sing an original key we provided, so we had to transpose the keys of these 4 sections to her ability, using up a lot of our time. Next time, I should properly allocate certain periods of time for us to have more rehearsals, and make sure to check with every performer of their ability before the production process. The storyline of this piece is based on a narrative of a couple falling in love all the way to them having their hearts broken, surrounding the theme of love. In order to achieve this, I decided to compose the 4 sections on 4 different genres to indicate different scenarios of the storyline. I've taken inspiration for this sort of structure from Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, as it involves significant changes in musical genres and atmosphere throughout the song. The 4 genres of my piece include electronic orchestra, hard rock, pop rock, and soft pop. These are the titles for the 4 sections of the piece. I'm now going to go through some musical highlights of the composed song. The second part is titled Falling for You, and I wrote it in the genre of hard rock. It prominently features the lead guitar using a catchy riff. I took this inspiration from I'm Not Okay by My Chemical Romance. There are a few features of riffs in hard rock that I attempted to implement in my own riff. One is that it is played in the intro and the chorus. Another feature is that it is played in octaves in order to sound more aggressive and sound like a bass. And finally, it is catchy, which allows the audience to feel the uplifting atmosphere. This is my riff for Falling For You. Since Falling For You is just part of a longer song, as opposed to I'm Not Okay being a standalone work, my riff is relatively shorter and simpler. To substitute this, I decided to add guitar slides and a second lead guitar playing in the second half of the riff. During the first half, I was playing as lead guitar 1, whereas during the second half, I was playing as the lead guitar 2. In the last section, titled 1,000 Miles, is my personal favorite. I aim to convey the sad emotions that come from a breakup and how distance affects relationships. The most prominent feature of this section is the guitar solo, in which I try to channel the feelings of despair and anguish, and use guitar techniques such as bending on high notes, as well as hammer-ons, pull-offs, and alternative picking during the triplets. I attempted to convey the unstable, sad emotions of a breakup. I believe the peak at the beginning of the second phrase followed by the spiraling triplets was musically effective, and if I were to do it again, I would allocate more time for a longer solo. In conclusion, although there are definitely a number of areas I could have improved for better results, one thing I would definitely change is the transition between each section. Since the music just abruptly stopped in between each section, some of the audience were led to believe that the performance ended. Next time, I think I could somehow connect them together to have a smoother transition, possibly by having some of the instruments be sustained before the next song, or by having the songs be in the same key. However, I believe our performance was successful overall as the feedback from the audience was well received. The collaborators I worked with said that they had a great experience working with me, and that although there were minor mistakes when playing their instruments, the final product was still pretty decent. Thank you for listening. Now please enjoy the video.
hoping for another separate